How's it going, everybody? I'm Steve, and welcome back to my channel. So tonight I want to do a rant video, which I don't do these very often, but I really thought I had something to say here about YouTube and movie theaters and the box office and that kind of thing, and kind of the influence that YouTubers have on the box office. Let me know in the comments if you think that YouTubers influence whether you go see a movie or not in the theater, because I think some of them do. I think someone like Chris Stuckman, he has 2 million subscribers, and he decided last year in 2023 that because he has a movie getting released. He was supposed to get released last year called Shelby Oaks, and it's going to get released this year now. But he decided last year that he wasn't going to be as critical on filmmakers, and he loves movie theaters, so he doesn't want to have a major effect on the box office for movies. So he decided to be way more positive, and now he's got he's married and has twin boys, little boys at home. He decided he wanted to be a little more responsible and just not be as negative as he used to be. So and some YouTubers basically thought he was kind of selling out in some ways. It's strange that there are some YouTubers that have channels that basically they make videos about other YouTubers and kind of criticizing them, which is kind of a big no-no. I think you really shouldn't do that, I think, but that's what their channels are. It's basically one big clickbait kind of video kind of thing that they do every week, and people watch and they subscribe, and they like negativity like that. They love people being critical and of other people. I'm not like that. That's why my channel is called Excelsior Movie Reviews. It's really, I take a kind of positive, take the high road, and try not to trash movies and movie theaters, because I'm a huge movie goer. Love going to a theater. I have like an AMC A-list membership and a Regal Unlimited membership. So I love to go to different theaters. I don't like to go to the same theater 2 days in a row, or I usually go maybe like twice a week, and I don't like to go to the same place every day. I have to go somewhere different. I'm like mainly because I'm like 6'3", I'm 242 pounds, so I'm kind of a monster in some ways, and I just don't want people to see me go to the same theater all the time. Sometimes I'll see movies with friends, and I'll go with friends and family members, and sometimes I go on a date and see movies on dates, which I don't do that much anymore. But in general, I go see movies by myself. So because I just love going to just have no distractions. I turn my phone off during the movie. I enjoy the movie. Just it's right there in front of me, and that's the only thing I want to focus on, and for like 2 hours, just watching a movie and kind of giving my thoughts. And sometimes I'll do out of theater reviews on YouTube Shorts, and so I decided a long time ago that I probably wouldn't do traditional reviews of movies. Even though it's called Excelsior Movie Reviews, you would think that I would just be doing reviews of movies all the time, but like when I do my ranking videos and that kind of thing, I'm giving my thoughts on movies, but I'm just not doing the traditional kind of giving reviews of, traditionally, because I'm really not that great as far as not I don't do that well as far as not spoiling movies. It's hard to really give reviews without spoiling everything, which some YouTubers, I've noticed that here lately that less YouTubers are saying spoiler-free reviews, because you're basically reviewing, it's going to spoil the movie. I'm one of those people, I won't watch reviews on YouTube until after I've seen the movie, to kind of see if their critique of the movie is kind of similar to what I thought of it too, because I'd rather do that after I've already seen it, because it's what they say about the movie has no effect on me whether I'm going to go see it or not. But there was a YouTuber, I'm not going to say his name, but here recently he did a review of The Strangers Chapter 1, and his thumbnail was really kind of negative. This YouTuber, he has over like 100,000 subs, and I thought, he does kind of have an influence on people, and I think you have to be kind of responsible when you do that. I've noticed that because of the writer's strike last year, I've noticed that you're seeing less, big name movies so far this year, and I think there's still going to be some good ones out this year, but I think there's less because there were less movies made last year because of the strike, and they kind of shut things down. So you're seeing less movies, and you're seeing a little more like art house movies being released, more horror movies in theater, in like the mainstream like AMC and Regal theaters now. which is good. You know, it's good to see those movies kind of get more of a wide release. So that's kind of, I feel like back in the day, you know, back in like the 80s and 90s, you had Siskel and Ebert, and I remember like they were like nationwide. They had a television show that you could see all over the country. But a lot of YouTube, you know, a lot of the like reviewers back then didn't have a platform like that. They didn't have social media, didn't have like Instagram. You know, they like reported for the local TV stations and newspapers, and so their word didn't get around as much back then as it does now. It's like I think there's way more YouTubers out, you know, doing movie reviews, and I think having more of an influence on people, and obviously people would probably, you know, prefer to stay home and stream or buy physical media. Just wait until then. Obviously, you can see the physical media behind me. I'm definitely a big fan of that, but I'd much rather go see a movie first in the theater, kind of experience on the big screen first, and then if I really like the movie, I'll buy it later and, you know, rewatch it. You know, but it's becoming less and less like that now. But there's still a lot of good movies out there. I think both Hollywood movies and independent movies, art house movies. There's still a lot of good stuff out there. But it's just for me, and maybe it's my taste in movies too. You know, I think some movies are not made for me necessarily, for my age group and for men necessarily. Even though, you know, that they say that they want more inclusion in movies. So supposedly they, you know, like Disney, they like to make movies that are going to be appeal to everyone, to men and women of all ages. You know, and it's just hard to do that because, you know, some people just like movies that are kind of specialize in what they like and not have a political spin and, you know, not have a social spin all the time. You know, some people kind of go to the theater to kind of get away from that and kind of escape from that kind of world and kind of be entertained for a couple hours. And some people are like that. So, but let me know in the comments what you think about that. Do YouTubers have that big like an influence on whether you go see a movie or not, or do you go see movies regardless of what anyone says? And if it's something, obviously, if it's like a big franchise, you know, movie or like a horror movie, you know, you're probably not going to be too concerned what the Rotten Tomatoes score is or what other YouTubers think of it. You know, so that's my point here. I think that you know, I think the movie theaters shouldn't be punished for, you know, Hollywood making movies that people don't like, or, you know, have a political spin. I think they're the ones that suffer from it, and I don't think that they deserve that. I think that they should be, you know, people should go see movies just based on what they love and not what other people think of it necessarily. You should probably see it for yourself and then come up with your opinion later. You know, and I say that all the time. When I review movies, it's not my point to keep people from seeing a movie. Like you'll never hear from me say, don't go see this movie. You know, I'll never say that because like I said, some movies are not made for me. You know, if I dislike a movie, it may be somebody else's favorite movie. So I don't want to do that. And obviously I don't have a big platform like you know, like Chris Stuckman has or some other people. I have a kind of a smaller channel, and I'm hoping to keep growing, but it may take forever at this rate where I'm going right now. But that's how I feel. But please, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing that. Please put a thumbs up on this video. Definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm. And have a great night. Have a great one. Thank you. Bye.